The roadways are also looking really nice. I want to talk about construction. Susan from Facebook reached out to me, sent me a message saying she saw that Swan Boulevard was going to close on Monday at 7 a.m. and wanted to know how long and if there are any alternatives. It's this project right here. So I reached out to the DOT to get the latest information on this. So you will see a long-term closure starting on Monday, Swan Boulevard right at I-41. It's going to be closed right underneath I-41 between Underwood Parkway and Discovery Parkway for about 1 month. If you are looking for detours, your detour will be Watertown Plank Road and Discovery Parkway as well. So this starts on Monday. Happening right now, you will see a closure along Wisconsin State Highway 36. This is in the Franklin area. So from Franklin to Greenfield, you've got this construction going on. Loomis Road is down to 1 lane, Highway 100 over to 51st Street. I did check out this area earlier this morning, saw the construction cones down to 1 lane. So Loomis Road is a little busy. It can get kind of backed up with the reduced lanes there. Keep that in mind. Here's a look at the roadways this morning. Everything else is looking pretty good. We're not seeing any problems as you are traveling out and about for the interstate. Well, 6:35 now, and this week is National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. It's a week to honor the men and women who are there for us when we need it most. In Sheboygan County, when you pick up the phone to call 911, you'll get Dispatch Supervisor Samantha Seegit on the line or Communication Officer Michael Brungraver. They are two people who are dedicated to helping others, and their job can be stressful at times, so I wanted to get an inside look at what they deal with on a daily basis. It's not for the faint of heart.
Sheboygan Dispatch, this is Sam.
And every day is different.
It's never the same day twice.
But for Sheboygan County Dispatch Supervisor
123, sure. Let me just double check.
Samantha Seegit,
I haven't heard anything this morning.
she is trained
Missing dogs from Fond du Lac County.
to handle it all.
I really believe in public service. It's really important to me.
Samantha has been working here for the past 7 years
It's been a roller coaster.
and says a lot has changed since she started.
We have so many new programs and things that we use to help us.
New technology, GPS and text to 911, has made the job a little easier, but there are still those emotionally heavy times talking to people on the worst day of their lives.
And it's also very important to kind of push through the conversation. You just have to keep asking people the questions and let them know that you're there to help.
Oh, yep, let me get that. Stand by.
And across from where Samantha sits,
Sheboygan County Dispatch, Mike speaking.
her colleague,
On 57 in Sumac.
Michael Brungraver,
And what was it? It was a hydraulic what?
has been in the industry even longer.
I started dispatching ambulance in Sheboygan Falls when I was 16 years old.
Over the decades, he has heard it all, handling calls like this.
Gentleman lost a hydraulic cylinder this morning on Highway 57. It wasn't strapped in well.
Although this call is a simple one, Michael says during those stressful times, the most important thing is helping others. And if the job gets overwhelming, there is a peer support system here. For Michael, decompressing means spending time with his wife.
I do what I call nacho therapy. And so if I have a stressful day, my wife and I'll go out to dinner.
And the job has become increasingly busier. Over the past few years, the number of calls coming into Sheboygan County Dispatch has increased from almost 117,000 in 2021 to about 136,000 in 2023. For Sheboygan local, Barbara Bauer, she says she's thankful she's never had to call 911.
That's a good thing.
But also says these hardworking men and women don't get the credit they deserve.
You never see them. They're behind the scenes, so.
So as the phones continue to ring, Samantha and Michael say having a week to celebrate their job makes them feel good. But the real reward comes from impacting others in the community.
It's definitely a feeling of accomplishment.
We do end up help saving lives on this end, so it is kind of nice.
All right, and I asked Samantha and Michael, what are some things we as a community can do to make their job easier? And they gave me a list of 3 things. First, if you call 911 for an emergency, have your location, name, and crucial information on hand. Second, to try to be patient with them. Remember, that is a person on the other side of the line that you're talking to. And third, if you do accidentally call 911, stay on the line, don't hang up, so they don't have to call you back. Simone and Tom, over to you. Yeah, that's something people can really look forward to. Just no more rain, some sunshine, a little bit of nice weather. Here's a look at our interstate system right along I-43 right near Capitol Drive. Just a few vehicles. Our traffic volume is still very light for this time of day at 5:32. So not seeing anything to slow you down. Traffic is definitely a little bit more active here in southern Milwaukee County. This is a look right at the Hale interchange. You can see on the east and westbound stretch, everything is moving along, but a lot more vehicles out and about. Along I-43, what you will see tonight is an overnight closure. This is what we tend to see during this time of year. Just a couple of overnight construction, closure northbound side, Pioneer Road to Wisconsin State Highway 60. Signed detours will be in place. If you are traveling out today and you do run into an area with some scattered rain showers, just keep that in mind. Slow down your speeds and really pay attention to the roadways. But as of right now, you can see great conditions out there for hitting the road. Visibility looks great. That pavement is dry, but expect that to change later on in the day. I want to talk about construction. John from Twitter wanted me to mention this construction project in the village of Jackson. I did mention it last week, but just want to remind you once again, the road is closed right at Highway 60 and Eagle Drive. That is for construction of a new roundabout in that area. And according to the police department, the eastbound traffic is open along Highway 60, but the westbound traffic is going to be closed from Maple Road to Highway P. And if you have a construction project that you want me to talk about or you want me to look into, feel free to send me a message, an email, or contact me on social media. The rest of the roadways look good. Here's a look at the interstate system. Green conditions out there. Drivers are able to travel at their posted speeds this morning. Drive times for you. Singer to West Good Hope Road 14, Johnson Creek to that zoo 33, Capitol Drive to the Marquette. That's a 3-minute drive. Simona Tom, over.
Going on 6:24 here on this Thursday morning. In today's talker, some lucky dogs in Vegas got to take part in story time.
Yeah, a group of Nevada SPCA rescue dogs were brought to Gene Ward Elementary School on Tuesday. Students there read books to the dogs, who were also able to get some human contact and attention, of course, from the kiddos. Organizers say these events can really help the students increase their self-esteem while boosting their speaking skills.
It's a great way to give the kids a really stress-free way to practice their reading and kind of give them a positive interaction to make reading more enjoyable, give them a reason to want to continue reading. And then for the dogs, it gets them out of the shelter. So it's also reducing stress for them by getting them out of that shelter environment.
Yeah, pluses all around. This dog reading day was part of a promotion for Adopt a Shelter Pet Day. It's scheduled for Tuesday, April 30th. I love that.
It looks like, and I mean, looking at the dogs, like a lot of senior dogs, which are obviously calmer and
Yeah, a little better
with the kids.
And you know, there, I do know that they do some of these events around here as well, where they bring kids to the library. You could read to shelter dogs as well, or certain therapy dogs. And I think this is so wonderful because as someone who really struggled with reading comprehension and reading in general growing up, this is a great way to help build that confidence. You're not reading in front of a large crowd or a group of your peers. It's just in front of a loving dog. So I think this is wonderful.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I probably would not have paid attention to the book. I would have been all about the dogs trying to pet them. So I don't know how much reading I would have done if I was one of those kids, but I'm sure it's great socialization for the dogs too.
Yeah.
Not only to get out of the shelter, but just be in that environment and be used to being around kids too, because I'm sure it helps in the adoption process as well. So.
You can tell the dogs are like, as long as you keep petting me.
Yeah.
We don't care
what
what
you're
you
doing. Yeah.
So cute.
Absolutely. Well, the dog walk is going to have to be done this morning unless you want to get wet later on today.